Hey everyone, and welcome to Lety Does Legion. So, in the last episode, we see Melanie and Oliver inside of the astral plane again, and Oliver is picking stuff up from the woods when he finds a baby, who later turns out to be Sid's consciousness that Legion sent back to being a baby? Anyway, it got lost in the astral plane and Oliver found it. So, Oliver and Melanie are raising baby Sid in the woods when they have to move because there is this guy who is a big bad wolf. I'm assuming it's because he's a bad influence. I don't know. He's just a bad dude. So they move to, I can only assume, another place in the astral plane, which is like a city area? Old-timey city. Anyway, and yeah, in astral plane Sid is 16 years old and is more curious about the real world, and they are living in the city but come across this girl who was raised alongside Sid, but she was taken by the wolf guy. They find her again, try to help her by stealing her away from the guy, but ultimately she doesn't want to leave him and she doesn't want to be saved, so their efforts are wasted. But Sid, having learned that, is now more thankful for Oliver and Melanie having raised her again. So Sid goes back into the real world after Oliver and Melanie basically say their farewells again. And in the real world, she meets up with Carrie, who is still very hurt from her fight with David's followers. And the other Carrie, the male Carrie, is tending to her wounds. And all of them come up with a plan to enter Switch's time portal thing, but that also involves Carrie being in a state to fight. So male Carrie takes all her injuries and all three of them enter the time realm to stop David. So we're gonna get more clues as to what exactly they're going to do in this episode. They're going to execute their plan, but yeah, they followed David and switch into the past. And also Faruk is stuck in the time between time, so I think we're going to see him again. He's not dead like some of the other characters, but he was just like taken out of the picture, and they're probably going to show him again in this episode. And I mean, aside from that, that's basically all I'm looking for. Legion Season 3, Episode 7, Chapter 26. Let's get started. What is happening? Okay. Ew, I think. What did he say? You should never have answered the call? That is a big ass photo. Oh, okay. He's wondering what he did differently that didn't make him the telepathic king. Okay.
Look at you.
Again? Omega mutant. Hahaha. How does he have so many kids? Is Faruk kidnapping children? Did they go back far enough? Aw, that's so sad. Follow them? What? That's the switch? Instead of the angry boy, it's a teddy bear? That's a pretty sound argument. Oh shit. Well, if he didn't know what they looked like before, he seems all normal right now. Charles is like, the fuck? Does Charles understand anything that's happening right now? They're ASL clapping. Don't trust it, Charles. Whoa! Crazy! Oh shit, that's a very convincing way. Can't he just tell him? What is with this spinning around the room? Charles is like, time to smother the baby. Yeah, that's debatable. Oh.
Will be his fault when he's grown up.
Carrie already has all this logic down.
What place you got here?
Well, does Faruk know now? This is very third wheel-ish. He's just trying to keep the party in his head going.
Delicious.
I hate you. Wouldn't the fact that he is only thinking about the party be like enough of an indicator that he's also someone with powers?
David, who is this girl?
And why is she dressed so funny?
Stop it! I said stop.
Is that Legion?
Trail.
Oh, these are the ones with daddy issues?
Daddy?
Oh god. No wonder Charles gives him away.
The first time?
I love how she's just accepting all this. Don't explain. Don't try to explain.
I love him.
But Sid doesn't know what happened. That's sad. Dang, they are really fucking up the timeline. Oh wow. I don't get it. All those people are trapped inside of that one girl? What? Okay, well, it just ended. Alright, so it looks like there's quite a few things going on. I have no idea how all this is gonna pan out. David is still around, so does that mean that he doesn't change anything? Or does that only mean that the changes take place like after he's killed Faruk or something? I'm not sure, but with Charles having all this knowledge now, I would have thought that like David would have been having like a harder time staying in the past or something, because he was there because all this stuff happened when he was a baby, and he's still there even though he's changing all this stuff. Or does that mean that David was always there? I don't know. This show is confusing. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to see how Faruk, who's like this big bad dude, and like now present day Faruk interact. I think that'll be kind of cool. Oh, and of course, like, I don't know. Like, Charles, David has already messed up Charles so much by showing him all this stuff that might not even happen anymore, because he showed it to him and then he's also there for him. But, yeah, poor Switch though. She's, like, dying, and that's not okay. Anyway, there's a lot going on. It's setting up for a pretty promising finale. it will at the very least be interesting, and hopefully it'll make sense. Because this isn't just the season finale, it's the series finale, so they basically ought to make this all end while having it make sense. And not all shows are able to do that, so hopefully this one will be. But let me know what you guys thought of this episode, and that is basically all I got for you for now. So get out there, do all the stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Give me your belly. Look at your thick little thighs.
Oh, you thick little thighs.
You good?